And welcome. Hi laddies and lassies. Welcome to Cliffyland, the Global Cooking Challenge tonight, which is night 3 of country number 184, as we work our way alphabetically in our 4-year Learn to Cook Challenge, cooking from Afghanistan to Zimbabwe. Tonight is night 3 of the United Kingdom, and hence tonight is Scotland. Aye, laddie. Hello, Derek. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for your help with all of this, too. So tonight, after much ado, we are cooking a version of a Balmoral chicken with Clapshot and Whiskey Sauce. Hello, Alex. And hello, Prue. We are simulcasting on Meerkat and Periscope. More of the conversation will be on the Meerkat, since the comments stick around a little longer, but you're welcome to watch on Periscope also, for there shall be the bird's eye view of the whole situation. We have done most of our prep already, so while the Periscope people just sit there for a second, let me... Meerkat folks are on. Hey there, hi there, ho there, how is everybody doing? Once again, I forgot to take the lid off my lens. We have been working on our YouTube introductory video today, in addition to cooking this, so we should be getting on that before too long. We're doing fine, Prue. Thank you very much. Let me get you set up here. And you're going to be right there. I'm going to get the Periscope flipped around in just a second. Okay, that's my fat head. Okay, hold on. Get you a little more stable, since you're not getting the bird's eye view just yet. Anthony Gilmore, thank you for liking the restream. UK in his house. So, ooh, you're a little cockeyed, aren't you? Okay, so here's what we got. We've got our Balmoral chicken, which is going to be a stuffed chicken, which would normally be stuffed with haggis, haggis made with offal and such. But wouldn't you know it, haggis is actually illegal in the United States of America. That's where we are. As is various bits of sheep offal, hearts and lungs and such. So you can't get it here, you can't buy it here, and you can't get the parts that you need to make it here. Derek, thanks for liking the restream. Hey, Anthony. Working with Derek, who has been so very helpful, and he's been such a faithful viewer all this time. Oh, we've got this glowing light above my head. Good evening to you, or maybe good morning, depending. So again, we're making a Balmoral chicken with Clapshot and Whiskey Sauce. So it's going to be a chicken breast, which is going to be stuffed in with what would be haggis. We're going to kind of fake it, and then it's going to be wrapped in bacon and then baked. And then the Clapshot is basically mashed potatoes with mashed turnips put together, and that's going to be in a whiskey sauce. So we've done most of our prep already. You can see it back over there. You kind of can't. There it is over there. No, behind me. Now, I'm going to put the Periscope people up in the sky for just a moment, so you can see the one bit of the prep that we're going to be doing up here. We need to make some room. And make sure you don't fall down. There you go. That should be good enough for now. And I apologize if I don't see comments over my shoulder. But first thing we're going to have to do, thank you for the like, who are we looking at here? Cesar. Is we have our pork sausage, which is going to serve as our stand-in for the haggis. Emily, hello! And we have our chicken breasts. Now, the chicken breasts I bought just now, they are full and they're large, and they're already in this plastic bag. And at this point, I would be putting them in a plastic bag, so since they came in one already, I don't have to do that. These are huge. These are large. Wow. When I said I needed 2, I think I meant I needed 1. Which is going to be interesting. Maybe I should freeze I think I'm going to. I'm going to freeze one of these. I didn't realize. So we're going to have chicken breast for some other point. I said I needed 2. I got large. Those are big. Yes, they are. They're quite large. So I'm going to take out, because that's humongous. That's much more than I need. So we will have chicken for the future date when I need it. Okay, hold on. Alrighty, so now we have our 2 chicken breasts. That music sounds like SpongeBob's intro music. Maybe the Bikini Bottom is somewhere off the coast of Scotland. You never know. So we have what we're gonna call 2 chicken breasts here. Hello. So I'm gonna take this, and this is not in the recipe, but it is a trick that I learned a little while back. To get good juicy chicken breasts, I don't like the feeling of raw meat. Yeah, it grosses me out. Okay, that happens. So in order to we're gonna tenderize the meat, we're gonna pound it flat, so it's kind of an even level all the way throughout. And this will also serve the purpose of tenderizing the meat, so the chicken breast will be juicy and not quite so dry as chicken breasts can tend to be. Also, it helps them cook more evenly throughout. More things that I have learned. There is a good thing online that I found. If you're looking for, I can get it to. Hey Martina, thank you for the restream, and Huang Meerkat, thank you for the like, and Maya, thank you for the like. But if you want to see that, need to get you that link about how to always make juicy chicken breasts, I can get that to you. Just either message me on Facebook at Cliffyland or on Twitter. You can direct message me there too. Martina, how are you? What are you cooking up tonight? Tonight we are making a Balmoral chicken with Clapshot and Whiskey Sauce, which is basically a stuffed chicken breast, which would be stuffed with haggis, but we can't get haggis here, so we're sort of faking haggis. Hey, thanks for the hearts! And they're making Clapshot, which is going to be like mashed potatoes, but with mashed turnips, and then a whiskey sauce on top. Kogar, thank you for the restream. That is Andres. Thank you for the restream. So, in the plastic bag, we've pounded this down so that it's even, and I'm doing it in the plastic bag to keep the bacteria from flying around the room. Now that we have that done, I can take pictures. Incidentally, if you wonder why I'm taking pictures, they are for the blog. Everything is located on the blog at cliffyland.com. You can follow on Facebook, on Twitter, on Tumblr, on Instagram, on Pinterest, and you would make my day if you subscribed to the YouTube channel. When we hit Zimbabwe, after we do a few bonus countries and go on a much-needed break, we will return in the fall with a new and improved Cliffyland, a new look, a new logo, and short-form videos on YouTube, which will augment the live streaming, which we'll be doing in all likelihood on Periscope, and then instead of Meerkat, we will be switching over to Busker, B-U-S-K-E-R. Check it out, new app. Does the stuff that Meerkat does and is not in the holding pattern, we'll say. Emily, thank you for coming by. Hand washing. And I need to keep talking so as I do not activate the copyright gods at YouTube. So, now that we have this flattened out, we are going to take a knife. I'm going to take the Big Chef's knife. I hope that's not a mistake. And I'm going to cut these, separate these two. And then here's the tricky part. The very, very, very tricky part. I'm going to very carefully try to cut a pocket into these. Oh, by the way, we've kind of gone from the traditional bagpipe music. There's an Apple Music mix, a couple that are Scottish acts. So beyond the traditional, we're going to have lots of rock and dance and such from various Scottish acts. But again, I need to talk over them so the copyright gods at YouTube don't all freak out. Busker is cool. Yes, thank you again for letting me know. Butterfly, indeed. That's what I'm trying to do, in a manner of speaking. Trying to make a pocket in the chicken breast, into which I will be stuffing the innards of that pork sausage that's sitting right in front of my nose. That did not go as well as I would like. That did not go as well as I would like. No, it did not. Okay, let's see if we can get this. Okay. How are we doing? Okay, this is not being as successful as I would like. I'm gonna have to wash this a lot. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm not looking up and I'm missing comments, but I'm trying to focus on this. Okay. That is not really right, but it's as right it's going to be right now. I.e. Facebook, Busker, Periscope, etc. Excuse everyone, including Peace Love, has jumped the Meerkat ship. Why not stream on another app where all the people are? Yes, I will be. I will be going, you may have missed me just mentioning it. We'll be switching over to Busker from Meerkat. Definitely by the time we start Phase 2. Zimbabwe is coming up in, 10 weeks? So, I may choose to keep my, thing with Meerkat, and between now and then, no promises. One of the things is that Busker, I gather, is not ready for Android just yet, and that does leave out a good chunk of the audience. So, also I want to give everyone plenty of notice as well before I kind of go away from Meerkat. So, but that's a good question. Thank you, Stock Trader. This time I did successfully make a pocket. Yeehaw, excellent, great news. Good, good, good. So now that I've made said pocket, or sort of, I'm going to put this back on this plate over here. And I'm going to have to dissect this pork sausage right here. Facebook Live. I'd like to do Facebook Live. I really would. But there are two problems. One is that I don't have enough people, I think, that follow the Cliffyland on Facebook. But if you are on Facebook and you would like to do that, I would very much appreciate it. And two, at this particular point in Facebook history, they don't have it available for just everyone who has a Facebook page. Only for certain authorized pages / businesses and such. So we have our pork sausage, and again, this is where we're faking the haggis. And we're going to cut this open. I'm going to put the innards into a bowl. This is an, what is it, Irish, what did you say it was, the sausage?
Irish bangers.
Irish bangers. These are Irish bangers, pork sausage. That's as close as I could get to Scottish sausage. Cliff, you can use hashtags on Facebook. You can have, I do use hashtags on Facebook. It doesn't seem to get me very far. I would like it to get me very far, but it doesn't. It's just weird. You can simply do a public stream on Facebook Live, to my understanding. I'm not 100% sure, though. You, as a person, you can do a stream. Although, as a person, I try to differentiate my me person from my Cliffyland person. So the Facebook page, I do not see as having the option of that at this point. So that's kind of what the deal is with that. Okay, so, but I'm hoping, I keep looking to see if at some point they're going to say, now introducing, Facebook Live for all pages and such, and then I'll see what happens. At a minimum, do some kind of announcement. Hey, Stevie. So we are dissecting our sausage there, taking the sausage out of the casing. Now we need to clean. I'm gonna be right back. Don't go away. One moment, please. Your call is important to us. Please stay on the line and your call will be answered in the moment in the order it was received. Please enjoy this delightful background music while we scrub our cutting board. Scrubba, scrubba, scrubba. Try to avoid that bacteria whenever we can. Okay, so now I need to take pictures again. Do you, Cliff, you have a Facebook like page? Yes, just go search for facebook.com/Cliffyland. You will find it. If you have a Facebook like page, you can stream on Facebook. Yeah, not everyone can. Businesses can, certain pages can, not all pages at this point. So hence mine is not quite there. So, so that's kind of where we're at. Unless is a Facebook Live app separate? If there's a Facebook Live app, then that's something I did not know about. So, here's what we're going to do. We've got our pork sausage here, and we're going to mix in to the pork sausage innards the chives. So, the chives. This is about 2 tablespoons of chopped chives. I'm mixing a couple recipes here for this because of the haggis situation. The other recipe said spring onions, which would be green onions / scallions to other people. Cliff, I'm telling you, I can stream and I'm not a business. On your page you can stream? Because I said they can do it for some people. I read they're doing it for some people. They haven't rolled it out to everyone. So it could be available to you and not to me. I'm sorry, my hands are kind of full right now. But I would, Justin. So now we're mixing a pinch of sage there, and then we're going to mix this up. So, we're gonna, yeah. We've taken it out of the casing, so maybe I need a second fork for this. But Justin, I will definitely give it a shot. I'm going to see. So we're going to try to mix up the innards of this pork sausage with the chopped chives and the pinch of sage, and this is going to approximate a haggis. Haggis being, hearts and lungs and assorted offal mixed in together, and cooked in a I believe a sheep's stomach. Yes, you on my Facebook page, and don't worry about the cameo anymore. Okay, good. Yes, on my Facebook page. Okay, good. I'm gonna definitely see what else I can, what comes up. I've been looking for it, on a regular basis. So, looking for every possible option, and then when I, go to the help page, it starts telling me, oh, at this point it's not available for everyone. If you are an authorized business, or and eventually everyone will. And I'm like, okay. So. Keep looking. I'll keep looking. If you find a link to something, also let me know. Okay, so now that we've mixed all that together, we are going to, am I right here? Yes, we're going to stuff the sausage meat inside the, hey Yolanda, on the, into the chicken breast. I need to wash this knife. Hold on. How you doing, Yolanda? Hey, Yolanda. Hey. I'm sorry, I always think of that song every time I see your name. Okay. Moving on. So, we're going to take like I said, this is not very well done here. I'm going to try to take the sausage innards and stuff them inside the chicken breast. I'm not going to worry too much about having honked up some of this because you'll see in a minute. Again, I apologize to anyone on Periscope who would be commenting if I don't see their comments before they fly away. And I gather that's still a thing on Busker, although they're trying to make it a little better. So I think I've got about half of the sausage innards in here. Oh, by the way, I've already preheated the oven. Catch you later, Anthony. Thank you for coming by. And thanks for introducing me to Busker. And good luck with your tours. Anthony gives tours of things in the UK on Busker. Very, very cool. And follow him on Instagram, too. Very cool guy. Okay. Let's hope this is all going to fit. Get in my belly! Speaking of Scottish, get in my belly! You know, there's a new app, Simpsons app, that, I forgot what it's called, Finkster or something, where it'll find any quote from The Simpsons and turn it into a GIF for you, and I was looking for Scotland, and of course they were all Groundskeeper Willie. And there's a whole bunch where he's talking about haggis, which I thought was cute. I know what people in Scotland think about Groundskeeper Willie, but I think they try to poke fun at everyone. Anywho. So now that we've sort of stuffed these, Dexy, Dexy Maruya, thank you for the like and the restream. Gotta wash. Keep the salmonella away. Okay, so I've preheated the oven already to 300. What are you cooking? I'm cooking a Balmoral chicken, which is a chicken stuffed with what would be haggis, but in this case it's pork sausage, the innards, with chives and some sage, and then you're going to see what's going to happen next. And that's going to be served with a Clapshot and a whiskey sauce. The Clapshot is sort of like mashed potatoes with mashed turnips, and you're going to see that in a minute too. So I'm taking pictures for the blog. Again, the blog is at cliffyland.com. You can see all the different countries we did before. We even got to live streaming. You went to cooking school? No, I did not. This is a 4-year journey of me learning to cook by cooking the food from a different country in alphabetical order, one country a week, as I work my way from Afghanistan to Zimbabwe. And we are on week 184 of 193. So in 9 weeks, we will be at the end of this part of the journey. So, back to my Balmoral chicken here. So the thing is, we have bacon. How do you afford that? Carefully. Good planning. So we have strips of bacon here. I was able to get the bacon strips individually. And we're going to try to wrap the bacon around the chicken breast without destroying everything.
Wow, that is a monster chicken breast.
Yes, well, there's 2 more in the freezer.
Maybe they shrink when they cook?
I imagine they will. So, and I got 1, 2, 3, I got 6. I think they gave me more strips of bacon than I asked for. 1, 2, well, we got more bacon. So we're going to wrap I'm sorry again if I miss any comments on Periscope before they vanish while I'm wrapping my chicken. So this is why I wasn't terribly worried about my not getting my pouches completely right on the chicken, because this is kind of hold it together anyway. And they asked, I forgot what the word was in the British recipe, what they call it, rasps or something of bacon. I know it is strips of bacon. So there's in doing this, finding these international recipes, and being as that they are usually written in English, the ones I'm finding, there's always the trying to figure out the difference between England English, British English, and American English, and what we mean on that. So we've wrapped one of these in the bacon. Now we're going to wrap the other one. And away we go. Hello, I'm sorry I missed that comment. I'll try to look and see if you type it again. So, That's the trick with Periscope. It's just one of the reasons I haven't been on Periscope. I did my very first one of these on Periscope over a year ago, and I cooked Oman, but there was only one person who watched that one. So switched over to Meerkat and been on Meerkat since. But like I was saying, we will be moving over to Busker at some point. Definitely before we start Phase 2 in the fall. In Phase 2, we'll be focusing on short form. We'll be live streaming, but we'll be making short form videos out of it all, and we'll be looking for assistance, people's advice on what they think they would like to see on those short form videos, and then we will be working our way back again from Afghanistan to Zimbabwe, and then on any second night that we cook, we will be doing the 50 states in alphabetical order. And on any third night, we will be doing a random cuisine, picked in order. You'll be able to help select that because we'll be trying to focus on a specific cuisine of a specific part of a country. Like if we did southern China or northern Italy or Tuscany or, you know, the Chihuahua, Mexico, or what have you. Because in all this, I realized that doing one country in one day or 1 week is just really not fair, especially to countries that have very large, very different cuisines throughout the entire country. Whereas a lot of countries, smaller countries, share basically the same cuisine, like our Pacific Island nations. There isn't a ton of variety among the different dishes there. So we have wrapped our chicken in the bacon. And now we're going to put that in our pre-oiled baking dish, which now seems too small for the task. No, we're not doing that right now. What we are doing right now is we're putting that in foil, and then we're putting it in a baking dish, making a pouch for each one. And I'm not being skimpy on the foil. Okay, back with the hands. So. And again, another reason I wasn't massively concerned about the not making the pouches just right. But we've made the little pouches, now we're putting them in the pre-oiled baking dish. We just sprayed it with some, thank you for the hearts, sprayed it with some olive oil spray. And now you go here, and then roll in. Now I don't know, I may have it on the wrong side. I gather it matters. I'm told that shiny side and flat side matters, but I forgot which one in which circumstance, so sue me. So now we've made our foil pouch. And you know what? Yes, seam side up, because I'm going to be opening those up before too long. So let me go wash up here. Be right back. Anytime handling chicken, specifically, extra careful on the washing and making sure things don't splatter everywhere. Now, we have our stuffed chicken in the little packages, and now we are going to baking dish. Okay, so now what happens? I'm going to move you people up over the stove. So you're going on a little trip. Walk with me this way. Periscope people get the bird's eye view. After just a little bit of nausea, it kind of works out. Stay. Sit. Don't move. Okay. There you are. Now, you come this way. Whoopie-doo. And you're gonna get to sit on the stove. Don't burn yourself. Don't burn yourself. Okay. There you go. Now, we have previously boiled some water back on the stove, which we're going to be putting in here in just a moment. I'm moving my chicken back over here. We have already peeled and diced our turnips and our potatoes for the clapshot. The oven is already preheated to 392, which is what, 200 Celsius. Again, this is a British recipe, so we're doing a lot of Celsius, Fahrenheit translating here. Okay. So now that the water is, I say it's hot enough. We're going to pour the boiling water into here. You're getting a little steam bath over there. Hopes it cleans your pores out. I finally learned that I can boil my water ahead of time for this endeavor. So once this water comes to a boil, which kind of already is, we're going to drop the turnips and potatoes in, but right now we're going to take the chicken, which is wrapped in bacon and stuffed with the innards of the pork sausage. And yay, British food. Hello from UK, London. Hello, who are we looking at here? Lady Mindboggle, thank you. Hello, hello. Hello, Steffi. Is that right? Elise, greetings. And Stefania, greetings. Hello. So now we're going to take this and we're going to stick it in the oven first for 20 minutes at 392. Set timer for 20 minutes. So at 20 minutes, we're going to slice open the packages. Right now, at this point, we're going to drop in the, these are the potatoes. These are waxy potatoes. Thank you for the follow. These are waxy red potatoes. So dropping those into the water. And I need to take pictures. Can't forget, can't forget. And then we're going to drop in the diced turnips. Okay. And we're going to boil those for about 20 minutes. Ta-da! Hello from Brazil! Greetings! I know obrigado and mais que nada, but that's as far as my Portuguese go. Mais que nada. That's it. Con mi español hago muy bien en Brasil, pero yo no los entiendo. Greetings. Okay. I tried to make a feijoada from Brazil and I really messed it up. So when we come back around in phase 2 of the challenge, I'm determined to make that right the next time. So, meanwhile, we have put in our potatoes and turnips, and then we're going to get working over here on this side, over here, on our sauce. You can kind of see it from the corner of here. But we're going to, in this corner, we're going to add in our chicken stock. So this is chicken stock that we're adding to the skillet here. And hello from London. We've got a worldwide audience here on the webs. So we have the chicken stock into this. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of whiskey. Whiskey. So we're getting all boozy up in here. Hello, Asco. That's our whiskey, and then we're going to let it boil until it reduces by half, and that's going to be a tricky one for me to figure out. But we're just going to do our best. And that is Asco, greetings. So, meanwhile, we're looking at this, we're looking at that, and I'm kind of figuring that the stuffed sausage, the innards of the sausage is salted in there, which should add some, and the bacon has salt in it, so I don't really have to add too much salt to the chicken that's already in the oven right now. So what am I doing? What am I doing? So to the, once this reduces by half, when it starts to boil, That's the sauce. We're going to add in 2 other items, or 3. We have some melted butter, which we're going to be adding. That's over here. And we have heavy cream. In British, that would be double cream, but there is a strict difference on what double cream is versus heavy cream, though they're similar. And also, a double cream, what that is in the UK, is not available in the US because of distance and pasteurization and transportation and stuff like that. When I was trying to decide what to cook for Scotland, Derek knows, because we were going back and forth on this, desperately trying to figure out what to make. It was trickier than one would think. I wanted to make, I was thinking of a, what is it called? It smoked, somebody help me out here. Hadis leggy, something like that. And only one place had it, and that seemed too simple. I didn't really want to make a soup. And again, like I said, haggis is not available in the US, and there were a lot of things that were similar to other things I've made, and other things were just side dishes. So thanks to Derek for giving me the idea for this dish, because pheasant and grouse, which would be a lovely, and venison, which would all be common to dishes from Scotland, it just really is not available here in South Florida, which is where we are right now, in Jupiter, Florida, which is about 2 hours north of Miami, about 1 hour north of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So the steam you're seeing, woohoo, is from the whiskey and chicken stock, which is reducing right now. We're going to add to that later the butter and the mustard. Now, it's supposed to be Dijon mustard. What I actually have is a coarse brown mustard, which is sort of Dijon-y. It's made with white wine, but I just didn't realize that I didn't have specifically Dijon until we were about to go on, so such is life. So at this point, we are waiting the other 14 minutes while the chicken does its thing, and while the potatoes and turnips do their thing. Then we're going to have to drain them into this here, so give me 1 second to clean out this sucker. Talk amongst yourselves. Discuss the merits and demerits of Braveheart. Discuss. For the Scottish and the outside, there was a woman I met one time, and she was into genographic studies, and she was of Scottish origin, and she just gave me chapter and verse on everything that was wrong with Braveheart. So I got an earful. That's about the extent of my knowledge on it, though. So my apologies to the Scots of the world. We are playing Scottish music, though, so there's that. So we have when the chives come in. The chives go into the butter, as does this. I'm going to melt some of this butter right here. These are, 4 tablespoons of butter? So the door is going to open on you. Hold on. I'm going to let that go for about 20 seconds. And so we're reducing the chicken stock and whiskey, and boiling the turnips and potatoes, and baking the chicken breasts that are stuffed, and that. I kind of forgot to put butter over the top of the chicken thing, but I'm going to, when I open it up, I'm going to put some on top and hope that'll be okay. Ooh, it's steamy. Kahar, thank you for the like. So let's see if this did anything. I hope the iPad is okay. Okay, we've got our melted butter over here. We've got melted butter over there. That's for the potatoes and turnips and the chives. And then we have melted butter that's supposed to go on top of the chicken, so we're gonna take care of that too. When one has time to kill. How is everybody doing? How was your weekend? Was it good? It was hot. Here it was very, very hot. I have people all over the USA complaining how incredibly cold it's been, how stupid it is that it was snowing in New York State, and I'm sitting here wishing it was, because I didn't get to run today, because it was like 98, no, it felt like 90 degrees, which is not conducive to running. And I did not want to get up at 5 in the morning to go run. Not today. So, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and then you have the facts of Florida. Okay, so it looks like this has semi-reduced. I'm going to say it's reduced enough over here on the whiskey sauce. So at this point we're going to mix. I need to stir. I need to stir. We'll stir with a wooden spoon. And we're going to mix in our Dijon or almost Dijon mustard. Thank you for the follow, Dusky. I hope I got that right. So Dijon mustard going into the whiskey sauce here. And that's 1 tablespoon of the Dijon or almost Dijon mustard here. And we need to keep stirring at this point. And I'm going to mix in the heavy cream also. Is that right? Yes. And we need to keep turning this around. So this is going to be our whiskey sauce, which is going to go over the chicken. Thusly. So we got this happening here. We have the potatoes and turnips happening over here. I would tilt you, but right now you've got one burner happening. You can see out of the corner though, this is the whiskey sauce over here. So now we've broken up, trying to break up the mustard a little more, and keep stirring, keep stirring, keep stirring. What is this? Deborah, thank you for the like. And once more, Najar, thank you for the follow. Again, you can follow here on Meerkat, you can follow on Periscope. Please follow the blog at cliffyland.com. You can also follow on Facebook. Just look for facebook.com/cliffyland. Twitter, just follow me at cliffyland. On Tumblr, on Instagram, Pinterest, or if you want to be my best friend in the world, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Trying to get more subscribers so I can finally get it official. So we're going to add in our melted butter here. There's about 2 tablespoons of butter, which is less than melted at this point.
Something smells good.
Yes. And again, we have to keep with this. I'm going to turn this down some because it's we have another 8 minutes or so to go on phase 1 here.
Don't run away, kitty.
So this is our whiskey sauce. We've got our turnips and the potatoes here, and then in the oven again we have our Balmoral chicken, which is our chicken breasts, which have been stuffed with the innards of a pork sausage and chives and a little bit of dried sage, and wrapped in bacon, and they are in aluminum foil little packages right now. Which reminds me, I'm going to need to... Oh, I have my knife right here. Okay. Because we're going to cut those open, and then I need to do the thing I should have done earlier, which was to put some butter on the chicken and bacon and such. It said salt and pepper on the thing, but didn't say where, and it's kind of an odd thing because, like I said, I'm sure the pork sausage has, you know, salt and pepper in it, and the bacon that's around it, I'm sure, is plenty of salt. So I didn't want to go overboard on that.
Thank you.
And the husband thanks me. So here we are. Hello, greetings. Petzeration. What a cool name. So I'm going to keep turning this down because I don't want it to become nothing too quickly. This, what are you making? Good question. I am making our dish from Scotland, which is night 2 of our 4 nights of the UK, of our 193 UN member states. We are making a Balmoral Chicken with Clapshot and Whiskey Sauce. The Balmoral Chicken is a chicken breast, which has been stuffed with, would be stuffed with haggis, but haggis is not legal in the United States. So we took the innards of a pork sausage with some chives and sage, wrapped it in bacon, wrapped it in foil, that's in the oven, and then the clapshot is, thank you, going to be mashed potatoes and mashed turnips, that's what you're seeing boiling here, and it's all going to be in a whiskey sauce, and that's what you see happening over here. And we're reducing the whiskey sauce, and we have another 6 minutes to go, so I'm going to hope it doesn't get too thick too soon. Which happens to me with sauces, especially when it doesn't tell me how long. I don't have the best of luck with sauces. Did not go to cooking school. This whole project was started in 2012 when, after decades of not ever cooking, because once I never learned to cook, and once in college I once accidentally almost killed myself because I didn't know certain food basics. So I didn't cook for decades and decades until after a long and winding road and blogging about Top Chef as someone who did not know how to cook, I wound up having to talking with someone who was on Top Chef because I was blogging Top Chef, and they told me just get off my butt and learn to cook if it bothered me so much, which is sort of the kick in the pants I needed. I was reading a book written by a woman in Afghanistan, and she was talking about a particular stew which was very homey for her. I thought that sounded really good, and so I said, you know what, I got time. Why don't I just get off my butt and go find that recipe and try to make it, and I did it, and it was really good. And I thought, hey, you know what? I've got the OCD, I've got a thing for lists, I've got a thing for geography, and I need to learn to cook. What about I cook one country a week in alphabetical order? At the end of 4 years, I will have learned to cook at least somewhat. And now we're nearing the end. We're only 9 weeks from the end, from Zimbabwe. And I think I'm doing pretty well. Started live streaming a little over a year ago on Meerkat, which is who's down here. And the very first night was on Periscope, but had not been back until just recently because of the whole portrait mode thing. When we finish Zimbabwe in 9 weeks, we are going to be doing a few bonus countries and territories that are not UN member states, including my peeps. Yes, it is fun. It gave me a lot of stress initially, but I'm glad I worked through it. Doing bonus countries, including Puerto Rico, which is my people. I'm hoping to get family in from Puerto Rico so we can have a big Puerto Rican hoedown. And then this is seeming to be thick enough, and I don't want it to over-reduce, and I don't quite know what to do. Again, no cooking school, no formal education, so I'm learning by trial and error here. So I've got this turned way the heck down. But I do want it warm. So I have this down like to really low, because I'm hoping that's enough. Because it seems quite thick, as you can see. It's probably as reduced down as it should be. I'm going to try to just take it off the heat to a degree. Because I don't want it to get any further. There. Meanwhile, we have 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go before we drain these. I have my colander. Oh, I need that the blue colander.
Okay.
And that's going to be draining into here. Then we're going to mash the turnips and potatoes, at which point you are going to move over to this station over here. And at that point, we are going to take out the chicken from the oven, which means I'm going to need the oven mitts if you have a second. Yes, thank you very much. And then we're going to mash the potatoes and turnips and we're going to mix in the chives and butter, and then that's basically going to be it. And then we're going to bake the chicken for another 10 minutes, and then it'll be time to eat. So, and I always have to remember to use the oven mitts because I have this nasty habit of just reaching into the hot stove. Thank you so much for the share. But yes, I have this nasty habit of just sticking my face in a hot oven. So if I have people watching me and I have the pressure of shame, then, you know, it's less likely to happen. Again, I'm trying to get people to subscribe on YouTube. I don't have the custom URL because I need more people. So go to YouTube and search for Cliffy Land and subscribe. That would be really groovy if you can do that. Because we already placed the live streams, the archives on YouTube the day after they happen. So tomorrow you'll be able to see this stream on the YouTube, and you can, you know, skip through all the boring parts. And but in the future, we will be making short form videos, which will somehow try to capture just the thrust of what's going on in about a 3-4 minute time. So working on that project right now. Tried to do my on-screen woohoo on camera just before we started. So we've got in 30 seconds, so I'm going to turn you off and let us move you over here. Yeah, you're going to move over to this station. Over there. And you can move over this way too, because we're going to be taking out the 3, 2, 1, lift off. Woohoo. Okay, so we're going to take out the chicken, and I need to get a brush. I said I know. My watch is harassing me. I know, I said I know. Okay, so brush for the butter, which I really should have added before, but I got busy. And we're going to pop open these. Don't put your face in the hot oven. Okay. Oh, hold on. It would be helpful if I had that. Okay. Alrighty, you. So I'm going to slice you open. The premise here is to let the bacon get crispy. Again, this is the chicken Balmoral, which is the chicken breasts, which are stuffed with would-be haggis, but actually is the innards of pork sausage mixed in with chives and sage. And number 2. And I'm going to try to brush this with some butter before I stick it back in the oven. Ow. Hot. Again, I apologize to anyone on Periscope who I don't see their comments before they fly away. And I don't want to eat aluminum. Do not enjoy eating the aluminum. Okay. Okay. Did you know that in the late 1800s, early 1900s, people would decorate with aluminum? Very rich people. It was very rare and hard to find. And so you'd find rooms gilded in aluminum. Or as the British would say, aluminium. I don't know why haggis is illegal. It keeps from wasting the whole animal. Good question. The reason it, well, I mean, let's say the argument that it is to not be legal is that the pieces of the animal, of the sheep, the heart, the lungs and such, can't be sold. So that's why the haggis, which is made from it, can't be. You'll notice whenever there's a reference to how to make haggis, it always says get the hearts and lungs and whatever and have it cleaned thoroughly by your butcher. And I think that's like the key. So I think the U.S. figures, you can't trust the butcher to do that right, and they don't want people to get sick. So that's the premise. I went on about the mustard oil being a common item in the foods of northern India and Nepal, yet it is illegal to be sold as for internal use in the U.S. So it's marked not for internal use in the food stores, and has to be sold in with the cleaning products and such, which is bizarre. So we've got this brushed, and I need to take a picture before I forget. And now that we've opened it up and brushed it, we're going to stick it back in the oven for another 10 minutes. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, I can't believe we're going to be exactly on time. 10 minutes. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 10, 10. Okay, now we're going to drain the... take pictures of everything I cook. Yes, well this is, I do it for the blog, which is again at cliffyland.com. You'll find pictures, links to the original recipes, videos, information about the countries, and reviews on how everything went. Okay, so we're going to try to drain this without splashing hot water all over my face. I'm probably doing this the wrong way. Steaming up the glasses quite nicely. Okay. And I have to be aware that this is hot. And by this, I mean the metal bowl I just poured it into. Because my first instinct is to grab the bowl with my hands, which would be a stupid thing. So, one moment while I drain that sucker. Okay. I'm gonna mash these in the metal bowl though. And because it's bigger. So now we've drained our potatoes and turnips. This is for the Clapshot. And so we're gonna mash you up. I need a better masher. This is a subpar masher. We were listening to Scottish bands at this point. I had the bagpipe music going for a little bit, but didn't want to torture the husband too much with it. So Apple Music has a couple good playlists of Scottish rock and pop and various other things. Hey, thank you for the hearts. I don't know if that's in reference to the what's this? This is this part is gonna be the Clapshot, which is mashed potatoes and mashed turnips. And now that they are somewhat mashed, we're gonna mix in the chopped chives and the melted butter. This is about, was it 4 tablespoons of melted butter? So it's a cardiovascular delight. And now we're gonna mash that up some more. Mixing and mashing. I hope I'm not missing anybody. Okay. Incidentally, since I'm doing this, in cooking all these different countries, there's one, this is reminding me, there's one dish, the hubby comment was sweet. Oh, thank you. The plantains. They're in tropical countries in Latin America, throughout Africa. Thank you, thank you. Eat lots and lots of plantains. That's, you know, again, I'm Puerto Rican. That's the food of my people. So I found myself cooking plantains a million different ways, but one that I did, which was really winning, and if you'd like to try it, check it out. Everything is on the blog. I believe it was from Congo, if I'm not mistaken, Republic of Congo. Ah, sorry, I missed that comment. It was delicious. The plantains were mashed and mixed in with butter, and it was just really good. Love plantain too, especially fried. Yes, there's so many different ways you can make plantains. And also learned you can use green bananas. in green bananas. I mean, hard green bananas, like way, way, way before they're ever going to be yellow, which can be hard to find, at least if you're not somewhere where there isn't a population that is from, say, the Caribbean or the Pacific Islands, where or Africa, where that's common. And those cook like potatoes. You can boil them in the skins, and then just, the skins will turn black. You'll just take the skins off, and then you can mash them up like potatoes. So there's so many options. Sir Francis Drake. Sir Francis Drake. You remember him from history class.
What did he discover?
Not so much discover, but I'm sure he discovered lots of stuff. But he's the one who brought potatoes to the UK. Every potato in the world originated in Peru. In Peru. So all the thing with Irish and Scottish and potatoes is all thanks to people traveling to the New World and saying, "What are these darn things? They're very starchy and filling. We should bring them back to our people." So every potato originates in Peru. And first Sir Francis Drake is the one who brought them to, at least to Scotland. Hello, Mohammed. How are you doing? Assalamu alaikum. We are making this is our Clapshot. We have 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go on the, hey, let's go to the beach. We're near the beach. The beach is right out that way. We are going to keep this, try to keep this warm for another 4 minutes. Let me get our plates ready.
Do you have a meat thermometer in the chicken?
I do not have a meat thermometer in the chicken, but I will do that.
Make
Yes.
sure it's...
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to turn that off, pardon you. I will even triple check, just to be sure. Okay. One moment. We're gonna make everyone happy here. Okay. Cooking internal temperature chicken. Uh, 165. So that's what we're gonna be looking for. And meat thermometer that's the deep fry one. Here we go. So, hey, what are you cooking? Yes, I am cooking. It's called Balmoral Chicken, which is from Scotland. Normally this would be done with haggis, which is a meat product, which is sort of hearts and lungs and whatever cooked inside a sheep's stomach. That is not legal in the United States, so we faked that part with the internal pork sausage mixed in with chives and sage, cut open a chicken breast, shoved it in the chicken breast, wrapped it in bacon, and that's baking in the oven. That's going to be served with Clapshot, which is mashed potatoes and mashed turnips, which you see right here, and there's a whiskey sauce on top of it. Hey, Lavender Femchi, how you doing? So good seeing you. Our whiskey sauce, I'm a little worried it's a little, kind of too thick.
You want a knife too, or no?
And we'll both need knives, yes.
All right.
And I feel like adding just a couple drops of chicken stock to the sauce for fear that it has over-reduced. Because it has another 2 minutes to go. Very good. Wow, awesome. Thank you. Cool. Yay. Thank you, Mohammed. So, we are sitting here. We are getting our plates out. And I have to be sure not to knock the Periscope people off their little perch when I do this. Because I did that last time. That wasn't good. Okay. Plating station. Delish. Hi, hubby, says Lavender Femchi.
Hello.
He says hi back. So again, we have 1 minute and 22 seconds on the chicken, and I am going to use the meat thermometer to get it, make sure it's 165. It's been baking at 200 Celsius or 392 Fahrenheit. 20 minutes in the foil, and then 10 minutes with the foil cut open so the bacon can get crispy. I'm not a huge bacon guy, but when it comes up on this, I do it. Hey, hello, Demir Chef. Thank you for joining. We are about to plate in 47 seconds the chicken and the potatoes, and put the whiskey sauce on top. So 36 seconds, and we're gonna give it every possible second. Hello, how are you doing? Thank you for coming by. We are doing our thing. We're working our way around the world, learning to cook by cooking a country at a time in order to make all 193 UN member states. We are on week 184 of 193. We have Turkey. Oh, greetings, Turkey. You can check out what we did for Turkey on our blog at cliffyland.com. We did 2 nights of cooking the food of Turkey. It was delicious. And we've done many Turkish-inspired dishes throughout all the various countries that were touched by the Ottoman Empire. So we've had lots of great Turkish delights, as it were. So it is time to take out our chicken, and we're back to the bagpipes. Okay, don't put your face in the hot oven. Okay, I'm going to check the temperature. I'm going to do that. I promise I'm going to do that. And I'm also not going to put my hands in the hot oven. Okay. Not the crispiest on the bacon, but we're definitely going to check the temperature. We're looking for 165. And go. Wow, the numbers look like they're dancing to the bagpipe music. The bacon isn't really horribly crispy. But have a nice day, you too. Thank you for coming by. And 138, 139. We're looking for 165. We're up to 140. Once you go Turkey, you will never go back. Turkish is delicious. It really, really, really is. One of the world's great cuisines. It's curious how colonialism and empires and so forth all affected so many different countries. In the case of the British, things going back and forth, certain British styles going in one direction, but basically a lot of stuff from places the British conquered coming back the other way. Okay, we're going to let it cook for some more because it isn't at that number. So, it doesn't seem it was quite there. So, we're going to give it a little, also it's not the crispiest on the bacon, so we're going to let it go a little longer. We have our potatoes sitting on the stove on low, and then our whiskey sauce, which has been reducing and sort of over-reduced here. I'm going to try to put a little more chicken stock in it. So, give it a chance to not be so thick. Again, this is me doing all these dishes for the very first time in the world, so haven't done any of these specific dishes before, so bear with me if something doesn't quite go the way I would hope on the first shot. Whew. But again, we'll be going back around the world for take 2 in the fall. We'll be doing 1 night a week of the countries A to Z, so all those countries from Afghanistan to Oman that didn't get to be live streamed will be live streamed, and then on any given second night of cooking, we'll be doing the 50 states in alphabetical order, and on any given third night, we'll be doing a cuisine picked at random. And there's where you guys can help. You'll be able to suggest a particular dish or a cuisine of a certain country or region of a country. So we can make sure we cover everything, because early on realized even cooking the food of Andorra, which is, that big, I saw, oh, the food of northern Andorra is like this, and the food of southern Andorra is like that, and that seemed how I was going to handle Russia and Canada and these massive countries, not to mention countries like China and India that have, and Mexico that have so many different cuisines across their entire country. So I believe Mexico has something like 8 or 9 cuisines, and Mexico has 8 or 9 cuisines, and China has, about 5 or 6, and India has something like 7. So it gets very complicated. Sorry for bouncing in and out. That's okay, Yolanda. The chicken has been bouncing in and out. I'm giving it another 2 minutes and try to test the temperature again.
You might want to put the broiler on if you want the bacon crispier.
That would be smart, wouldn't it? We will give that a shot. Thank you, hubby, for the suggestion. So we're going to give it another 2 minutes. And then see how it goes. The premise is that the bacon's supposed to be crispy on the outside, and it kind of wasn't. So we're trying to keep our potatoes warm. Let's taste those potatoes, why don't we? Or the Clapshot. It's not just potatoes, it's potatoes and turnips. And you know what? Cliffy forgot something very important. Yes, he did. Thankfully, I didn't forget to taste it this time. But I done forgot to season the sucker. So let's see how that goes now. Certainly buttery. So we've got mashed potatoes, mashed turnips, and with chives and melted butter. And now I finally seasoned it the way I was supposed to. Which, if I had been looking at my notes, I would have noticed. But thankfully, I realized it now. So let's see how that tastes now. And we're back to the bagpipes. Okay. Here we go. Bottoms up. Much better. Okay. Our whiskey sauce seems to have been revived a little bit, which is by adding more chicken stock to it. That's it over here. That's going to go over the chicken. I'm going to give it just about another minute on the chicken. Over here. Before we take it back out again. Okay, that's it. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Hands up, utensils down. Don't put your face in the hot oven. Okay, it is bubbling. Wah! The bacon kind of came off on one to a degree, but we will see how that goes. We're looking for the magic number of 165. Come on, 165. Ha 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 ha. How's that work here? No, it's the other way around. I can't go from the bottom. We're getting there. One slowly climbing, though not fast enough. Come on. Not fast enough. Come on, faster. I followed the damn recipe, I really do, with the temperature and everything, and it tells me everything, and it is really irritating. It's slowly climbing, but not fast enough. This happened when I cooked Cuba. It was supposed to be slow and low on the roast pork, and I ran out of time on the slow part. Way went out of time. This is, speaking of out of time. Okay, that's too slow. We're gonna try to give it another 5 minutes. Broiler's still on. Okay. Your periscope on? Yes, it is. It is on. So now you can find. Oh, there you are. Hey, isn't that a delay on Meerkat really weird? Especially when you compare it to Periscope. So we're sitting here waiting. Sorry for the wait. Hello, Halbin. Greetings. Didn't see you on my list. That is odd. That is odd. Yes, we're definitely on Periscope. You can follow on Periscope at Cliffyland. The Periscope will likely continue. The Meerkat eventually will not. Carrie Osborne, thank you for the restream. A good woman. We're giving more time to our Balmoral Chicken, which decided not to get to the proper temperature as fast as the recipe promised it would. Even though I pounded the bejesus out of it. Thank you. Okay, my mistake. Not a problem. Hey, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Again, everything will be on YouTube. These videos will be on YouTube tomorrow. And you can look for the blog on Wednesday, which will cover all 4 nights. This is the 3rd night. We'll cover England, which we did on Friday when we did a roast beef with Yorkshire pudding and roasted vegetables. On Friday, no, that was Tuesday. Friday we did Northern Ireland when we did our what we call Kippers Kitchery, which was sort of an Indian-inspired Northern Ireland dish from Belfast with kippers, which is smoked herring. And tonight, which is Scotland, which we're doing right now, we're doing the Balmoral Chicken with the Clapshot and Whiskey Sauce. And then we will finish out the United Kingdom on Tuesday with Wales. We don't know what we're doing yet. If you are Welsh or know someone Welsh or are really grooving on all things Welsh and are a big fan of Bonnie Tyler and Tom Jones, give me a holler. Hit me up on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Tumblr, on Pinterest, what have you. And let me know what you think, if you have something you think would be really great for that. Okay, we're gonna see what it's like now, eh?
Has it been 5 minutes already?
It's been 4 minutes.
Okay.
So.
I'm smelling the bacon.
Yeah, smelling bacon. It's looking crispy-ish now. Ah! Okay. Okay, we're gonna stick it in the other one. There's a joke in there somewhere. Okay. 18, 20, 23, 25, hot, 27, 30 is climbing faster than the last time. That's a good sign. 35, faster. 160. Are we sure about that? Are we absolutely positive about that?
You gotta be careful with chicken, I know.
I know you have to be careful with chicken, but I know also that the numbers changed. The federal government said they lowered the number. 165. Okay.
You got it?
No, 165 is what it says. Still look, it's still climbing over here. It's higher than it was. Thank you for the like. What are we looking at here? 2.0. What a cool name. Thank you for the like. You need to get there. You need to get there. You need to get there now.
I see 165 on.
Yeah, I'm seeing 165 here too. So that's the number it is.
USDA.
I'm seeing it too. Believe you. It's climbing. It's higher than it was. I love your kitchen. Thank you. I wish I could take credit for it. When we bought the place, it was like this. And I thought, wow, that's really great. That'll really help sell it when we eventually move. And I'll never cook. And then look at me. Okay, it's higher than it was. It's not high enough, and it's not going up fast enough. So, give me another 3 minutes. The recipe lied. Lied. I hate it when this happens. How is our turnips and mashed potatoes doing? Are they too cold now? I need to keep them warm, and my sauce is like way... Just trying not to let it get too thick. Trying to keep cutting it with the whiskey, with the chicken stock rather. Now I'm thinking that this is too big a pan for that. But you know, I did not take it did not take my course in sauces yet, so. Yet, he says, as if he was going to cooking school. Okay. How warm are they? good needs to be warmer. Okay. Come on, baby. Come on. I have it on broil. I have it on broil at 550. Oh, it hasn't reached 550 yet. One more minute. We're waiting one damn more minute for the sucker. You know, funny thing is, I thought that this would wind up being ready like 45 minutes ago, which is ironic. Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day, which is not actually something that is ironic. It's just a weird thing. Okay, let's see now. How about now? Are we there yet? Okay. Definitely crispier than it was. Okay, one more try. It's gonna have more holes in it than Swiss cheese. Boom papa. Who invented the accordion? And where? Oh yes, we're definitely there. We are definitely there now. It's flying now. Yes. We are in business. And the light went out. Okay, we're getting there. 3. Looking for 5. Looking for 5. Come on, big money, big money. 4. Almost there. 4.2, 4.3, 4.4. I should have known you'd be here. And it's 8, 9, 9, 9. Come on, 5. Yeah, bingo. We have to hit the magic number. It is time to eat. Okay, so now we take these out of here. Is it safe to touch the aluminum? And whoa. Saucy. Okay, that's 1. And 2. Ooh, all that butter. I'll give everyone a better view as soon as my hands are free. Ow! Hot. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, 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 ow. Caray. Okay, ow. Okay. So we've got our chicken. And we're gonna put the potatoes on top. Or not on top, on the side. Or the clapshot, actually, which is turnips and potatoes with chives and salt and pepper, obviously. I'm sure we have leftovers, that's okay. They'll just give me lunch. And on top of all of the above goes the whiskey sauce. The whiskey sauce goes over the top. The whiskey sauce goes over the top. She puts the lotion in the basket.
Oh.
And there we have it. Time for a picture. Picture. Okay. And can you turn that off for a second? Thank you. And we have our dinner. Thank you for liking the restream, Sophia. For you people, this is again our Balmoral Chicken, which is our chicken breast stuffed with the innards of pork sausage, sage and chives, wrapped in bacon and coated in a whiskey sauce. with Dijon mustard, and the Clapshot, which is mashed potatoes and mashed turnips with chives and butter. And that's number 1. And here's your sister. Okay, right there. So that does it for night 2, country 184, the United Kingdom. This is Scotland. Thank you so much, Demi Chef. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching on Periscope. Thank you for watching on Meerkat. We will be back on Tuesday night for the 4th and final night of the United Kingdom when we cook Wales. And then next week we were going to take on the untakeonable, the United States. So we're going to check that out. So come back, like, follow on Periscope, on Meerkat. Find us on Busker. We will be there eventually. And like and follow on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. And please, 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 I'm begging you, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just search for Cliffy Land. Thank you so much. We're going to see you later. And we're going to see you later. Thanks and good